Okay, and we are live. Just got to do the title. Okay, and we're live. Hello, Matt Walter. How are you doing? My webcam's back today. How are you? Okay, just give me a second, and there we go. Hello, everybody. Hi. How are we doing today? Welcome back to Minecraft Monday. We'll get started in just a few moments. But we're back in Minecraft. We're going to be doing some more Create Add Astra today. Very much looking forward to it. I'm good today. Glad to hear it, Matt. Glad to hear it. So, we are doing Minecraft Monday today. You'll notice, if you're watching on other platforms, that I have my webcam back again today. I broke the 3-stream limit on TikTok, so I can use my virtual webcam again now. And hopefully that means that we might appear on the For You page today as well, so we might get a decent amount of views on TikTok today. We'll see what happens. But we're back for Minecraft Monday. We're back in our Create Add Astra world. And there's quite a lot that we need to be getting on with today, which first of all, we'll take a quick look around the factory and see what we did in the last stream and what I've done off camera. There's an echo on the sound, says Dagger. 1 second. Microphone. Is that better? Has that fixed it? Yeah, good. Okay. Hey STFC, how you doing? Okay. Sorry about that. It's because TikTok was detecting my mic as two separate sources, because SplitCam also uses my mic as well. Anyway, we're back. Let's talk about what we're actually going to be doing today. Let's first of all go and see what we did last week, which was up at the Space Center. We need to head to the launch site. Ignore that villager. So, last week we started building the launch area here. This is where eventually we're going to be sending rockets into space. I did a little bit off camera, which I'll show you in just a minute, but you may recall we started building this. We started laying the track for this. Eventually, rockets are going to be built inside the building there and then wheeled out to the launch pad here. The launch pad's going to be somewhere around here. Has the face cam been sorted now? It has, STFC, yes. And hopefully you can see and hear me alright on all platforms today. This, however, I built this off camera, so this is going to be the actual hangar where we build the rockets. Obviously, it still needs a bit of work, but we're going to have all the equipment in here, all the rocket workbench and stuff like that. So this is where the rockets are going to be built. Then they're going to be rolled out to the launch pad. And it has been lined up properly so that eventually, once we've extended the corridor will align perfectly with the center of the rocket launch area. Now, Supplementaries has had a bit of an update, so unfortunately my Vault-Tec lights don't look like Vault-Tec lights anymore. They've got new textures on them now, which are blue and square. Not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. But yeah, everything here is pretty much as it was before. Afternoon, how's your day been? I'm good, Draydog. How have you been doing? Hello, Fred, as well. How are you doing today? So that's everything that we did last time. And obviously, off camera, I extended the hangar a little bit. But today, we are going to be doing quite a lot more. because we need to start hollowing out the base, hollowing out the cavern under the mountain, which is where the space base is going to be. But I'm also thinking long term about how we're going to connect the space base up with the rest of the facility. And I've been thinking I want to have a rail connection. So up here is our zinc mine. You may remember a long time ago we built this zinc mine, and it's currently not connected by rail to the rest of our network. Now, the logical thing to do, because it's almost directly north of the coal mine, the logical thing to do would be to just build a straight track directly north of the coal mine up to the zinc mine. But what I want to do instead is have the railway line go across to the western side of this island and then head south. And if we line it up properly, the train track will pass directly under the space center, which means that we can build a space station connected to the space center as well. And then this little... Oh, there's a train going by now. Oh, we can't see it from here. This little spur here, which actually we can see a bit better if we go up to the viewpoint. Yeah, this little spur of track down here, which, as you can see, currently is a dead end, and if we follow it the other way, also a dead end. What I'm thinking is we'll extend the railway line diagonally from here. It'll go over the top of the dam, which is down there, and then that's where the entrance to the space base is, so it'll end up going just underneath where the space center is. That's the plan. So we're going to start building that today. That's what we're going to be getting on with. Glad to see the space base and factories looking amazing. Thank you, Draydog. It is really starting to take shape now, and I'm very happy with how it's looking at the moment. Hey, Charlie. Sorry I haven't been here for a while. Have you been? I've been very good, thank you, Charlie. How are you doing? So, what shall we do first? I think the first thing should be to extend the corridor in the existing space center. That's something that we've been working on for a while now, and I feel like we need to start wrapping it up a bit. So we are going to extend this corridor basically just in this direction. We're going to need a lot more lab rat panels, bottom half panels and top half panels, as well as layered calcite, which is very cheap because calcite's widely available. I was originally going to make the floor out of the white lab rat panels, but they're very expensive. Calcite is a lot easier to find, so we're just going to make the floor and ceiling out of calcite. But we're going to extend that in this direction until we meet up with the big hangar. Don't have anything to build up with. Hold on. And the big hangar is just there. That's where we go out into the launch area. Will you be carrying on the series when you reach your first planet? I will, Draydog, yes. I'm going to be carrying on this series until, hopefully, we've visited every planet in the mod. There's 19 different planets to visit in total in the Ad Astra and Ad Extendra mods. And I would like to continue the series until we've visited all of them, hopefully. But yeah, this is where we need to connect up. Now, we could use the building gadget for this, and in fact, I think we probably will. We don't have... Oh, that's volcanic stone. We don't have all the materials that we need to build the walls and ceiling of the corridor yet, but we do have... we can still use the building gadget to, like, hollow it out. Did you transition, says Harry. Well, socially, yes. Medically, no. I'm just going to reclaim this wall here, because I don't want to... Remember that the building gadget voids items when you paste, so I don't want to lose any of this lab rat paneling, because it's quite expensive. There we go. Get all of that back. The granite pillars are fine. I'm not really worried about those. And then all we need to do is... Well, we need to get a cross section, don't we? Doesn't it get annoying building blocks to access that tunnel to the hangar? It does, Stray Dog, but it won't be like that for much longer once we got this connected up. Okay, bottom corner is going to be... Make sure we're in copy mode. Bottom corner here. Top corner. We'll have to build up a little bit. I don't like you, Saul, says Harry. I got that impression, Harry, yeah. You're not the only one, to be fair. Okay, and top right corner there. Although I can't for the life of me understand why you'd keep watching if you don't like me, because you can literally just keep scrolling. It really is that simple. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't set it to void, did I? Hang on. Replace blocks. Warning voids items. Oh, I did set it to void. Why did... Oh, it copied... Did it copy and paste these? What? Hang on, I'm confused. It's funny, says Harry. I mean, it's more sad than anything, to be honest. I wouldn't really call it funny. Copy mode again. So I think the problem is we copied it whilst those blocks were there, so it pasted them back down. Wait, hang on. No, we might be alright, actually. Ah, it's only pasting those down because they're in my inventory. If I put them in my backpack, hopefully it won't paste them down. There we go. If I put everything in my backpack, then it won't paste anything. We are going to have to dig a 1x2 tunnel along here just so that we can paste into it. Like this. No, it's not working. It's not... It's supposed to be hollowing out the tunnel, but it's for some reason leaving bits. Like, it's leaving this. It's because it is taking the blocks out of my backpack. Okay. This is really annoying. Do I have a chest that I can just dump stuff in for the time being? Thanks for following, Bless. Hold on, let me just go and grab a chest. And back up. Right. Any blocks that I have in my backpack, take them out. All of them. Anything that's solid and placeable, take it out. That's it. Okay. Right, I'm going to take these back out just for a second. I'm going to press copy. There. And then climb up. And copy there. Then switch to paste. Let's see what happens now. No, it's still not working. I think we do actually need the items to be placed in our inventory, and that's why it's not working. So we're gonna have to stock up on a load of lab rat panels and calcite, basically, before we can properly copy and paste the corridor here. That's very annoying. We should build... Hang on, there's another gadget that just breaks stuff. Building gadget, exchanging gadget, destruction gadget. Now, it might not be such a good idea to make one of these, but I'm going to try it. If it's going to speed up the process of mining, it's worth a try. Okay, back down to the Space Center. I'd probably better sleep as well. AJR Dasher says, do you identify as female or male? I'm a trans woman, so I was assigned male at birth. I was raised as a boy. I came out as a woman about 5 years ago. What did we need? 2 Eyes of Ender. I don't think we have Eyes of Ender. Or Ender Pearls, sorry. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to get 1, should it? Side quest time, everybody. I'll tell you something else that needs doing as well. This train tunnel here, I want this to be double tracked. Basically, I want double tracks all the way along to where the bridge starts. So eventually there'll be a second track along here. There's also, I'm going to add in a little cord over here so that trains can go around onto the branch up there. And eventually there's also going to be a line around the back of the factory which connects up sort of there-ish. More on that later, because it's all way off in the future yet. You ever thought about voice surgery or voice training? No, AGR Dasher, not really. Definitely not surgery. Voice training, I've thought about it before, and maybe one day it's something that I'll do. But I'm not really in any big rush to do it. Okay, we're on the search for an Enderman. Historically, searching for Endermen in these caves has not always ended very well. But hopefully... I heard there's a mod where you can build a TARDIS. There is, yeah. It's called... I think it's just called the Doctor Who mod or something, or it might just be called TARDIS mod. There is a mod that lets you build lots of Doctor Who related stuff in Minecraft, which is really cool. Okay, any Endermen about? I'm not seeing any. What I am seeing is a lot of other dangerous things, so maybe it'll probably be safer to go back to the surface and wait till night and find Endermen on the surface. Because as I recall, last time we came down here, it took us a very long time to even find an Enderman. in the first place. We could go to the warped forest. Oh shit, where's my... I always lose the tunnel back to the surface. Where is it? There. Okay. Yeah, we can go to the nether. Just go to the end. We haven't actually been to the end yet. And we're probably not gonna, to be honest. I don't really think it's necessary for our goals on the series. But we can go to the end. The nether, sorry. Does mean we're going to have to go through the train tunnel. Because we don't actually have a nether portal. We don't actually have a pedestrian nether portal at this moment in time. Getting an elytra would help, no? Not really. We've got jetpacks, so we can just make those if we need to fly. And we haven't needed to fly so far. We should, I said it before, but we should really build a footpath along the side of the train track here, because this is an active railway line, and a train could come through at any moment. And we should also build an access tunnel, like an access door, to actually get out into the nether, because currently the only way to get out is to punch a hole in the wall. There we go. But here we are, warped forest. There's an Enderman. Let's have him. Did he drop anything? He did. Perfect. Okay. That's all we needed. Oh! I always forget there's a drop as soon as you come out of that train tunnel. Oh, freeze. That's because we're getting near to the iron mine. Oh, there is a train coming! Yes! Perfect timing! Oh wait, it's going to kick me off! Shit. That would have been such perfect timing if I could have actually got on it, but we didn't quite make it in time. God damn it. It's so rare to see the train in motion as well. It always seems to be waiting. Is it SnowRun tomorrow or ETS2? Neither, Charlie. Next stream is going to be Outlast on Wednesday. I'll be playing Euro Truck next Tuesday, though. Just saying an elytra would come in clutch right now. It's just, honestly, it's a waste of time to me. I don't see the point in spending hours finding a nether portal, going and killing the Ender Dragon, and then finding an end city and getting an elytra. We just don't really need one that badly, and we've got more important things to be doing with our time. We just missed the train going back the other way as well. Okay, so we got the ender pearls. What else did we need? 4 iron ingots, 2 redstone, and 1 lapis. Well, that's easy enough. There we go. Oh, it's going to take a while to charge up, though, isn't it? Put that there to charge for a bit. And in the meantime, What else can we do while we're waiting? We could start building a cut-in for the train track. Let me show you where the train... where I'm going to be extending the train line from. So this track here, which currently is a dead end, I built this deliberately as a dead end. I thought it'd look cool, like a little abandoned spur of track. But we're actually going to turn this into a line now, so we're going to continue that off in this direction. And then over here, we're going to put in a cord so that trains can get from here onto our main line. I'm not sure how big of a curve we can actually fit here. Or if there's anywhere for it to connect to. It can go there. And then we'll just get rid of this pillar here. That kind of works. It seems a bit sharp. If I could make it a little bit of a bigger corner, I will. But you got to remember that there's this curved section here, so I think this is pretty much the best we're going to get for now. It's also very messy having these 3 sets of points here. And it's not even, like, the crossover isn't even centered. So we'll probably do some fiddling around with the rail yard itself to accommodate this. But the point is, we've now got a cord for trains to come up this branch line here. Get my sleeping bag out, because it's going to be sleep time in a minute. And then we're going to continue this diagonally in this direction. It should be a cut-in up until about here is where it's going to have to become a tunnel, because there's quite a lot of earth above there. And it should come out, if I've got everything right, it should come out just about where the dam is. I want to rebuild the dam as well. We built the hydroelectric dam like 20 episodes ago, and it kind of is a bit small and crap and just sits there. I'd really like to transform that and have it with, like, the train runs along the top of the dam and there's, like, this huge reservoir behind it. I think that'd look really cool. Can I sleep, please? Come on. Thank you. Okay. So, extending in this direction. Definitely going to need to clear some foliage here. The problem is all these bushes are connected to each other, which means the leaves don't instantly decay. Which they should do, because I've got the tree cutter mod on, but again, because the branches are all connected, it doesn't actually work properly. There we go. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot we got the efficiency 4 diamond shovel as well, haven't we? Right. This tool might be slightly too imprecise for this job. Oh, there's a ravine here? Yes there is, and I nearly fell down it. I mean, I didn't even realise this was here. I think we can probably just fill it in. Right, how wide does the tunnel need to be for the train track to fit comfortably within it? I've never built a diagonal tunnel for create trains before. But I'd imagine if they've got 1 block of clearance either side, then they should be fine. That looks good. This is going to have to go as well. That'll be alright. And then this one here. Now, height-wise, it needs to be 5 blocks tall. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how high our trains are. I've been trying to build the trains to a realistic scale for British locos, so they're about 4.5 meters tall. Do you actually have working signal blocks on there? Not yet. British Railjack. Well, we have a couple of signals, but because we've only got 2 trains at the minute, and they work pre-programmed routes, we haven't had time to... well, we haven't really had the need to build a proper signal network yet. We will eventually. Right now, we've only got those 4 signals there. Hold on, let me just get away from this pillager that's attacking me right now. He's still following me. I'm not going to get away from him, am I? There we go. So currently we've only got these 4 signals here. The reason is the factory only has 1 platform. We've got 2 trains. We got 1 train that goes to the iron mine, which is that way, and we got 1 train that goes to the coal mine, which is this way. So the signals here are just to make sure that both trains don't try to get into the factory at the same time. Those are the only signals we got right now, but once the rail network gets bigger and more complicated, we'll definitely need to add a lot more. You can make working signaling. You can even make semaphore signals. I've just been using color light signals, but you can do semaphores as well, which is really cool. And it is absolute block signaling as well, which is the same type of signaling we have here in the UK. 1 train at a time in each block. Very simple to understand. Okay, 3, 4. So this still isn't tall enough to have a tunnel yet. This is still just a cut-in. Although I think we might be getting deep enough for a tunnel now. I'm just going to take down the whole tree here. This one. You see what I mean with these bushes, though, from Terralith? It's really hard to chop them down, because the leaves don't decay if they're still attached to a log. So you really have to make sure you get every single log for it to... for the leaves to properly decay, and even then some of them don't properly. I've made a whole Minecraft railway with the vanilla minecart working rails and working signaling. Nice one. But the vanilla rails means it can't have proper trains, only minecarts. So that is a big limitation of the vanilla minecart. The closest you can really get is to have a minecart with furnace, which can push other minecarts, kind of like a loco, but it's not, you know, it's still not a huge thing, really. It's not good enough, you know. And I personally, I don't think that vanilla trains, I don't think that Minecraft, I don't think that trains are very vanilla anyway, so I don't think vanilla Minecraft should have trains, to be honest. But it's great that we have mods like Create, where stuff like that is possible. I do have a mod to add locos to the vanilla rails, but they don't look very good, obviously. Honestly, British Railjack, I recommend getting Create if you can, because the greatest thing about Create is that you can build your own trains completely custom. And here's one of mine. This one's based on a British Rail Class 7 shunter. We've even got an LMS-style brake van at the back, which is really cool. But that's the great thing about Create. You can build it however you want, and as long as it's got the right stuff attached to it, like as long as it's got these control panels here, it will like assemble into a proper train. And then at the iron mine, I've got another engine which is based on a Class 08. Have I missed much? No, you haven't, Charlie, don't worry. Sorry that the game freezes every now and then, by the way. It usually only does it when I teleport to a new area, because it's got to reload everything. But here is my other steam engine, diesel engine, which is based on a Class 08. And we are going to be building more trains soon as well. These are just the two that we've got at the minute, but there will be more of these coming. The front grill's very accurate. Thank you, British Railjack. I used copycat panels from Create with some yellow loco metal. It does a very good job of simulating the grill on the front. I didn't get a notification. That's, I think, because I still haven't passed the 3 stream limit, so TikTok still hasn't started recommending my streams to people yet. But I have, apparently the 3 stream limit did let me use my virtual webcam, which I wasn't expecting, so swings and roundabouts, you know. Anyway, back to where I was. In answer to your other question, British Railjack, as far as I know, there's no simulation of like realistic physics. Like you can build a tiny little loco and it can pull a train of any length, which is unfortunate. You know, it would be nice if there was a bit more realism in that regard. But you know, you have to do the realism yourself. Basically, you have to just make sure that you build trains that are like a realistic size for the cargo that you want to move with them. Can I sleep, please? Hola, Elise. How are you doing today? Welcome. Saw one of your TikToks earlier, which is why TikTok recommended you stream now. Thank you, British Railjack. That's good to hear. So it's at least some people are starting to get the message that I'm streaming. Now, back to what I was actually doing. Okay, we're definitely deep enough to start tunneling now. Don't often stop off and watch, but I've seen you a few times. Just want to say keep pushing. Thank you, Jack. It's very kind of you. Doing good. Got quiet tonight, so I can't stay. Nice one, Elise. Good luck. Have fun. Never seen your content before, but hope you can make your network well. Thank you, British Railjack. I will try. You should stick around for future streams as well, because I have some other great locos planned. Slight spoilers, but once we get the passenger network connected, because we are going to have passenger trains as well, I'm going to be building some steam locos. I've already done a test build in my creative world of LNER V2 class, which is the same class as Green Arrow. Thank you for following, by the way, British Railjack and Ellie Ailing. That sounds cool. It will be, hopefully. Like I say, this is really only the start with the railway stuff. It's going to be much bigger and better as time goes on. Okay, what's going on here? Because I thought that we were deep enough to start tunneling, but it seems like... I think it's because we just scraped along the edge of this hill here. We're actually going to have to go a bit further before we were deep enough to start tunneling. The problem is, this is going to be a really deep cut-in. I mean, not deep by real-life standards, but by Minecraft standards, it's going to be difficult to make this look like a natural cut-in because of how tall it is. And we are going to have to do something about this ravine that we've cut through as well. That's my daughter. Oh, lovely, Charlie. Thanks for letting me know, and thank you for being here, Ellie. I mean, I say we just keep going. Keep going until we come out the other side, and then we'll see how long this is actually going to be. Oh, there's another cave entrance here. Fantastic. She loves the shaders. Oh, me too. This is such a great shader. It's called Mellow, if anyone's wondering. Okay, now once again, hopefully, this is going to come out roughly where the dam is. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's marble. Yeah, marble is one of those blocks that breaks instantly with the Efficiency 4 diamond shovel. She was at dinner last night. Oh, lovely. Matt says, are you doing ETS2 tomorrow? Not tomorrow, Matt. Next stream is going to be Outlast on Wednesday, and I think we might actually be finishing the game, because we are very close to the end of it. Next Euro Truck stream will be next Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after. God, this is a longer tunnel than I was expecting it to be. And we are actually nowhere near the dam, unfortunately. I mean, I didn't really plan for them to line up, so they don't. But we're going to build a new dam anyway. Like I said earlier, I want to build a new dam with the train line going right along the top of it. There's the existing dam, which frankly is tiny and shit. I want to build a much bigger, more impressive dam. The train will go across the top of it, and the reservoir will be much bigger. And we can increase the power outage as well, because this dam isn't just decorative. This is an actual hydroelectric dam, which is producing energy for us right now. Not a lot of it, but just enough to power our building gadgets for the time being. But this is where the tunnel's going to come out. And if we look along it, you can just about see the train track at the other end. What was your dinner last night? I had katsu curry last night. And it was lovely. I do love katsu. homemade as well. Well, I say homemade. It was a sauce jar, but... Okay, once I've dug out this tunnel, I'm going to go and see if the destruction gadget's charged, because we're going to use that to excavate the tunnel for the space center. This is going to attract monsters as well, which is going to be a problem. Oh shit, my diamond shovel's nearly broken as well, by the way. Do I have any diamonds to repair it with? Because I don't want to lose it. It's got efficiency 4. I don't want to lose that. Okay, there we go. Please tell me we got diamonds. We don't have any diamonds, and we don't have a replacement shovel either. We got iron shovels. Useless. I don't really want to go mining either for more diamonds, so... And this is only like a quarter of the way charged, so that's going to need a lot longer. We're going to have to go mining again, aren't we? I got more important things to do. Oh, there's a red signal. Red signal. Why is there a... Is that because there's a train at the station? Oh no, it's a signal facing that way. That makes sense. Right, we're going to have to go mining again. My least favourite thing to do in Minecraft. Mining. But we got to do it because we need more diamonds to repair this shovel. How far are you into Outlast? Are you near the end? I believe so, Charlie. Yeah, we've... I think we'll finish it on Wednesday. Which I am glad about, because I want to make sure that it's finished before the 27th, because that's when the new Resident Evil comes out, and I want to play that on stream. I very rarely get the chance to play brand new games on stream. But the timing is lined up perfectly, so that the new Resident Evil is going to be coming out in just a couple of weeks' time. It's a perfect opportunity for me to get it and play it on stream, which I am going to do. Okay. Eyes out for diamonds. There we go. We only need a couple anyway. 3. Perfect. Oh, I forgot we got Fortune as well, yeah. 3 would be enough to repair this almost completely. I think you need 4 to do a complete repair when it's as low as it is. So if we can find another cluster somewhere. I don't think this is deep enough though, is it? We should be going down, not up, if we want to find more. And this is also just a dead end, so back the other way. Ouch. This could be something. That's zinc. And that's a dead end. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. I feel like we don't appreciate the music enough anymore in Minecraft. I definitely feel like the newer music doesn't get the appreciation it deserves, because there's a lot of nostalgia for C418. And I do love C418, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I love C418, and it is incredibly nostalgic, you know, some of those older tracks, but it annoys me that a lot of people don't give enough credit to the other artists that have made music for the game in recent years, because there's some really, really good stuff there. Lena Raine has done some absolutely incredible music for this game. Sam Aberg. There's just so many great artists that have worked on it. And they don't always get the recognition that C418 does. Okay, 12 diamonds. That should be enough. Now, how do we get out of here? Not this way. Oh, there's a centipede. Oh my god, there's a giant centipede. I've not seen one of those before. Oh, it's coming towards me. Oh, it's coming towards me. Run, 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 run. Where do I go? Where do I go? Please don't hurt me. You're kind of cool, honestly. Not a big fan of centipedes in general, but they are pretty cool. How long have you been in this world? This is, I think, like the 28th or 29th episode that we've done on this world, and my streams are normally 3 hours each, so a long time at this point. Is this AI? No. Problem is, we never really get much done in a stream. Is this PC? It is, Big Joshua, yes. No, it's night again. I've got a question for you, Girls Are Scary. How would you like to be muted? Okay, quick sleep. Is your spider doing better now after she's eaten? He is doing a lot better, STFC. Yeah, he's been very good the last few days. Been a lot healthier. Oh, we just lost Girls Are Scary. Isn't that a shame? They were adding so much to the conversation, you know? But I don't make the rules. Actually, I do. It's my channel. I decide who stays and who goes. Sorry, Girls Are Scary. Maybe next time you could try and contribute a little bit more than just spamming the same message over and over again. How have people got the time, says Charlie. You'd be amazed how much time people have for trolling and spamming. They really don't have anything better to do. Oh god, they've started spawning down here already. I knew they would. Just dropped a treasure box for the viewers. Thank you very much, Charlie. That's kind of you. And thank you for the heartbeats and the Go Popular as well. I think this might be our longest actual tunnel that we've built, because the Nether tunnel doesn't count. The Nether tunnel doesn't count. This is our first proper long overworld tunnel. And it's not going to be the last. There's going to be a much longer tunnel under that mountain eventually. We should be digging down a block as well, because we're going to have to cover this in ballast. And we are using gravel for ballast, because it's the most realistic option. Have you tried texture packs for Minecraft, says Charlie? Yeah, there are some really great texture packs out there. I wanted to keep the vanilla textures for this series, but I'm not averse to using texture packs. One of my all-time favourite texture packs is Pure BD Craft, aka Sphax, which is a texture pack that was used by the Yogscast for a very long time back in their early days. And I actually did use that texture pack for a Minecraft series before we started doing this Create at Astra series. Really great texture pack, very comic book-esque. The problem with texture packs for me is when I'm playing with a lot of mods, I don't like that a lot of items don't have textures, you know what I mean? Like if you're playing with like 100 mods like we got right now, there's going to be loads of blocks from mods that don't have textures in whatever texture pack you're using. And the great thing about Pure BD Craft is that there is a lot of mod support for it. So we actually did manage to find textures for all of the modded blocks as well. But with a mod pack this big, you're never going to find a texture pack that has textures for all the modded blocks as well. So I tend to avoid using texture packs unless I'm playing vanilla or got a very light mod pack. For a mod pack this big, I don't bother. A good shader can do most of the work anyway, you know? And I do absolutely love the mellow shader, which is what I'm using. Okay, so this is where the tunnel comes out. Once again, we are going to need to do ballast at some point under the track, because it looks more realistic, and obviously we need to increase the height to 5 meters. But first of all, I want to make sure there's no gaps in the floor. Like where that cave entrance was, we can cover that up. We could keep this and add like an emergency escape tunnel or something. Like an evacuation area. Because I think that would be a nice little touch of realism and it'd make use of the cave that we've got here. So we won't completely block this one up. We'll cover over it, but we won't like fill it in completely. This one here, I'm honestly not sure. I really don't know. Moderator's got this comment section more secure than Fort Knox. Don't say anything, people. Well, literally one person has been muted in this entire stream, Riley, and we've been live for over an hour, so I'd hardly call it Fort Knox. Just don't call me a tranny and you'll be alright, basically. Don't spam. Don't call me a tranny. And then you're fine. That's it. The rules really are that simple. What are you then, mate? I'll give you 3 guesses, Riley. Thanks for following, home team. If I've done this right, by the way, we should be building directly above the first tunnel. Because the tunnel's 5 blocks tall, we're going to dig two 2-block tunnels, one on top of the other, and then join them together, if that makes sense. Oh. Hazel, how's it going? Hi, P. How you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Okay, there we go. That should line up perfectly with the tunnel underneath. Thanks for following, Archie. The problem is, the tunnel is at such an awkward height. It's like just deep enough that half of it's going to be exposed. So I'm still not sure if I want to make this a tunnel or just a really deep cut-in. Oh, my inventory's full again. Oh my god, my inventory's filling up very quickly with all this dirt and cobblestone. Thankfully, we got a big old backpack. We should go to the nether at some point and try to get netherite, enough netherite to make a netherite backpack, because I think it's about time. The backpack's not very full right now, but if you've watched any of my previous Minecraft Monday streams, the backpack is normally full to the brim. It might be time to go the whole hog and get ourselves a netherite backpack. Home from work, just jumped on the bed and curled up with the dog to watch your comfy stream. Thank you, P. That means a lot. What's everyone else up to, by the way? What do people get up to while they're watching my streams? Because I always love to hear that people just put my streams on to, you know, kick back and relax. That always makes me very happy. But whatever you're doing, maybe you're working, maybe you're cooking, I'm just glad that you're here, you know? Okay, where were we? There. I am going to fill this in. At least to that level, so you can't tell what's really happening there. Am I still in line there? Yep. Okay, I think that's it. Then all we need to do is take out the middle. Are you able to use your normal webcam now? I am, Draydog, yes. I'm using split cam again today, which means anyone who's watching on other platforms can see me again. It seems like the 3-stream trick worked for the webcam thing, but it hasn't worked for the For You page thing. I think I do still need to go live on 3 separate days before I start getting put on the For You page properly. But it's not a bad thing. It means that my first proper For You page stream will be Farming Sim on Friday, which is, historically, has been one of my most popular series, so if that happens to be the first day that my streams get properly put on people's For You pages, I wouldn't be mad about that. We could get a really, really big stream on Friday, if all goes well. And I'm looking forward to it. I was really hoping yesterday, you know, my first ever stream on this account would go big. I was a bit disappointed to hear about TikTok's rule about, you know, you have to do 3 streams before they start putting you on the For You page. But again, if that's true, then it means that Farming Sim on Friday should be our first big stream on the new account, which I'm very much looking forward to. Okay, there we go. So we've got 2 identical tunnels, one on top of the other. Now all we need to do is take out the middle, and we've got our completed train tunnel. How about that, eh? Now, about the mob spawning. We are going to have to do something about the mob spawning. I don't want to put torches in the tunnel, because it's not realistic. You know, train tunnels are supposed to be dark. But obviously, the tunnel being dark means that monsters are going to spawn. I do have a solution, which I've used in another tunnel that I built earlier, which I'll show you in just a moment. Although, we might not need it, because like I said earlier, the tunnel it's just deep enough, or it's just shallow enough that we might not actually need to put a roof over it. We can have it as just a cut-in. Except maybe this bit here. This bit here is going to have to be an actual tunnel. I hope that destruction gadget charges quickly, because it's getting tedious now. I just want to be able to instantly destroy any amount of blocks that I choose. And there we are. So this bit here is definitely going to have to be a tunnel. There's enough over our heads there's enough hill above us to warrant this section being a tunnel, but this other end, that can just be a long, deep cut-in, honestly. Will I replace the walls? Eventually, yes. I still need to replace the walls on the double-track tunnel over here, but that's going to take absolutely ages. So I haven't done it yet. Ooh, if I can get over here. Yeah, at the minute, that tunnel hasn't really had any work done apart from the track itself being laid. Eventually, I would like it to look like this tunnel here, where it's actually got proper walls and a roof. But I can also show you how I've gotten around the light issue with these tunnels. Basically, what I've done is I've covered the floor with copycat boards, because these count as transparent blocks and monsters can't spawn on them. So once you're in the tunnel, it looks like it's just a perfectly normal dark tunnel. But because I've put these boards on the floor, no monsters can spawn in here. And that's how we get around not putting lights in the tunnel, because it's not realistic, you know. Real train tunnels don't have lights all the way down them to stop monsters spawning, you know. Real train tunnels are dark, and I want my train tunnels to be dark. So that's how we're going to achieve that, without monsters being everywhere. Ever played City Skylines? I have, CR, yes. Is that CR? Yes. I'm a huge fan of City Skylines. I have played... I've played a bit of City Skylines too, but the original, I used to play that with so many mods, and I used to build so many incredible things in it. It's a great game. For now, I'm going to cover up this as well, because I'm honestly not sure what we're going to do about that, apart from just leave it there. We are going to have to get rid of a couple of trees here. Thanks for following, CR. Okay, let's head up top. Any trees that overhang are going to have to go. So this tree here is going to have to go. This one here is going to have to go. There we go. This one here, little shrub. And I think, in all honesty, this one as well. With the correct mods, CS2 is actually better than the first one. I think it has potential, definitely, and there are some good mods out there for it. It just didn't really grip me in the same way as the original. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It gets a lot of unfair criticism, I think. And while I do prefer the original, I don't think City Skylines 2 is a bad game. It isn't always fairly rated. That's all I'll say. Okay. So then we got our tunnel section, and there's not really anything that I can do about this for now. We'll just leave it as it is. But on the other side, where it comes back out into the open again, we're going to need to clear a lot of shrubs here. What are you doing tomorrow, says Matt? Tomorrow I am going to see Iron Lung with my brother. Markiplier's new film. In cinemas for 1 week only. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. I'm going tomorrow, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Would it be cheating if you got the TARDIS mod and just landed on the first planet? I don't think it'd be cheating. I think, honestly, building the TARDIS in survival mode would probably take as much time as building the rocket that we need for Ad Astra, so if you wanted to get the Ad Astra mod and the TARDIS mods and build a TARDIS instead, that would be really cool. I'm not going to do it, but it's definitely an option. Oh, I don't have any bone meal. I wanna quickly bone meal this to get a little bit of grass to appear here. Do you smoke? I don't, oh bud. No, I've never smoked. Both of my parents smoke, and if you want a good advertisement for not smoking, it's live with someone who smokes. Because let me tell you, seeing them cough their guts up every morning for 20 years put me off it forever. I've never even tried it. I never even want to try it. Like, the best PSA against smoking is to live with someone who smokes, and it will put you off it so quickly. Okay, I'm just going to dump some of this crap that we've mined. As doctors in the adverts say, smoking kills. That is very true, Draydog. I mean, my granddad, who died a few years ago, he had throat cancer from smoking. It wasn't actually the cancer that killed him in the end. He had a... what do you call it? He had a stint put in his throat to keep it open. And one night it slipped while he was asleep and slit his throat inside. Which is very tragic, but, you know, he wouldn't have needed that if he didn't have throat cancer from smoking. So it was smoking that killed him, in a way. And again, if that's not enough to put someone off smoking, I don't know what is. Sorry to hear that, Saul. It was very upsetting at the time. I mean, it was a few years ago now, so I'm okay now. I can talk about it, you know, without getting too worked up and emotional. But yeah, like I say, I've seen what smoking can do to people, and I definitely don't want that to happen to me. ETS tomorrow? Not tomorrow, no. Next live stream's going to be on Wednesday. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm going to the cinema with my brother. We're going to see Markiplier's new film, Iron Lung. Very excited for it. I can imagine. Can't imagine my granddad passing. Luckily, he doesn't smoke, but my age is there. The age is there. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's always hard when people start to get older, you know. You hope that it's not going to happen, but, you know, the older someone gets, the chances of it happening get higher and higher, don't they? I mean, eventually people do die. Even the healthiest person in the world, eventually, one day, it's going to happen. And it's always sad to think about, especially, like I say, when you've got older relatives, you know that their days are numbered. Having said that, I do have a 93-year-old great-great-grandmother, so I don't know. I'm convinced that she may live forever. We'll see. What did I come back here for? I can't even remember. Was it just to empty my inventory, or did I come to actually get something? Oh, bone meal. Bone meal, that's it. We don't have bone meal, but we got bones. You sure she's not a Time Lord? She might be. You never know. Do you still do farming Fridays? I do, Harry, yes, and I will... Henry, sorry. I do, and I will be doing Farming Sim this Friday. That's a great age. I wish to live that long. I would love to live into my 90s. I don't want to live forever, you know. I think anyone who says they want to live forever is either very naive or they just don't really understand how long forever is, you know. I wouldn't want to live forever, but I'd like to live a long life, you know. As long as possible, and no longer. When someone passes 100, I'm just like, how? 100 is a huge age. I would love to live to 100. 100 because I was born in 1999, which means if I live to 101, then I will have been alive in 3 different centuries. And that's an insane thing to think about. Anyone who was born in, like, 1995 onwards has a very... Like, anyone born between 1995 and 1999 genuinely has the chance to live to the year 2100. That's insane. Can you imagine if I'm still alive in the year 2100? It's possible, but it's insane to think about, because it's still 70 years away, 80 years away. But you never know. I could still be here. I don't think I'll still be live streaming by that age. I might not know my own name by that age, but you never know. I mean, Dick Van Dyke turned 100 this year, didn't he? And he's honestly doing really well. He looks so good for 100. Does your great nan remember war times? Unfortunately, she has dementia, so no, she doesn't remember much, to be quite honest. She has moments, but, she doesn't recognise me. That is partly because I'm trans as well, so, like, if she couldn't recognise me as a man, she definitely can't comprehend the idea of me being transgender. Which is hard, it's always hard when people lose their memories like that, but unfortunately, it's a natural thing that happens to a lot of people when they get older, Lucas says, I took 6 months of radiation to the dome earlier. Oh my god, what happened? Did you go for, like, an X-ray or something? It wasn't just an accidental 6 months of exposure to radiation, was it? Accidentally flew too fast to the sun, oh dear. Okay, I think that is good enough. Again, I will replace the walls at some point so that it doesn't just look like, it doesn't look so exposed. But that is the cutting. I think it looks pretty good. It's a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but it comes out perfectly. Not quite where we needed it to be, actually. It'll do. It'll do. Stop complaining, Saul. It's fine. I had a CT scan earlier. Oh, yeah. Those are very, very a lot of radiation from a CT scan, right? For some odd reason, it won't let me say the name of the actor that just turned 100. Oh, does TikTok actually censor Dick Van Dyke's name because it has Dick in it? That's crazy if that's the case. It's not like... that's not me, by the way. It's not like a word that I've filtered out. So if that's being removed, that's completely TikTok's fault. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's one of those things where in an attempt to censor certain words, they end up going too far and accidentally censoring words that shouldn't be censored, Like, Dick Van Dyke, that's just the guy's name. He's just called Dick. Some people are. It used to be a very popular name. The guy's 100 years old. When he was born, everyone called their kids Dick. It was just the done thing. Love your videos. Please make more. Love from Nigeria. Thank you, Lilith. Don't worry, I've got plenty more videos planned. Turn into glowing green Mr. Burns. Oh, real talk. That episode of The Simpsons, the Springfield Files, genuinely scared me as a kid. It was the only episode of The Simpsons that, like, I was actively scared of. We're talking like 5 or 6 years old. If The Simpsons was on and it was that episode, I had to tell my parents to turn it off. Why have I just eaten rotten flesh? It's on my block list. Okay. But yeah, that episode terrified me. Seeing Mr. Burns, seeing the alien that turned out to be Mr. Burns when it's just a glowing green blob with the huge eyes, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Hi, Sandra. How you doing? I love the reveal at the end of the episode, though, that he's actually just glowing because he works at he's worked at a nuclear power station for so long that he just glows like that. God, I love classic Simpsons, man. Cupcake Girl says, have you seen The Files? Not personally, I haven't looked through them, but I'm aware that that's happened. I'm aware that they've been released. And that there's some very, 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 very incriminating stuff on there. I don't want to talk about it, because I honestly don't know if I can. It seems that TikTok has been applying the censorship very liberally over the last few days, so I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to comment about it at all. But some stuff has happened. Some documents have been released about a certain person, and they're very, very bad for certain other people. But I'm not going to talk about them. It is what it is. Okay, train tunnel laid. TikTok gets mad at saying other platforms, so I wouldn't even go there. Honestly, STFC, I mean, my other account got shadow banned because I kept saying the T word, aka that other platform that I stream on that I'm not allowed to mention by name. But if they shadow ban me for that, God, imagine what they do if I actually started talking about that other thing. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna steer clear. Okay, where is my handcart? I want to get my handcart out. There we go. Now, is it safe for me to put the handcart down right now? Oh, actually, yeah, it will be, because we're using signals, so the train, Oh, shit. There we go. That better not have broken my train's path in for the NPC drivers. That's still the wrong way round. There we go, thank you. Oh wait, the factory's working. I didn't even realise. It's been on auto this whole time, hasn't it? Let's go and see what's going on upstairs. Oh, wait, the factory's not working. Oh, is it the downstairs? It must be the downstairs one. Oh yeah, it'll be the biodiesel generator. Yeah, there we go. Look at all of that biodiesel. 215 buckets of it. Even with the generator going flat out, we're producing a surplus now, which is great. Really happy about that. Oh. There we go, there we go. The thing is, the only thing that slows the generator down is that it takes a while for the bone meal to be processed. You can see here that these are full of potatoes, but they don't have any bone meal in them. The bone meal comes down, like, every now and then. But as soon as bone meal does come down, that's when it starts mixing and making more biodiesel. So it's not doing too badly. It's working enough that we've got almost a full tank of biodiesel there, so I'm happy with that. And this tank here is 103 buckets, so that's enough for now. Anyway, I wanted to take the handcart. I want to test out this new tunnel, and we don't currently have any trains available because they're both on duty right now. So we're going to take the handcart over there. Oh, what was that? Run a red train signal. Oh, whoops. Lovely. We got an achievement for that. So if we take a hard left here... There we go. And this is the new tunnel that we built today. And this is where it ends. Perfect. I'm happy with that. Look at how much track we've laid as well. Damn. So we are going to complete the circle here. As I said earlier, there's going to be a track that branches off down here and loops around. But then there's also going to be a track that goes north from here. There's going to be a train station at the Space Center. And then it's going to continue all the way up to here, where it connects to the zinc mine. I'm also not sure what's happening about the gold mine right now. For those of you who don't know, we actually have a gold mine right here. But I don't like the gold mine being so close to the base. This is just where we happened to find a deposit of gold. If I can find another deposit somewhere further away, I would like to do that, because I don't like the gold mine being right next to the factory. It makes it quite difficult to transport the gold to the factory in the same way that we've been doing with the others, with the trains. Looking forward to Christmas this year. Doctor Who's finally back. Oh, very exciting. I am looking forward to it. Excuse me. Oh, Bad Omen. Lovely. That might be the first time we got Bad Omen, because I don't think we killed any pillagers yet. Okay, so from here, we are going to build straight across here. And all of this is going to have to be moved. Once again, the plan is for the train to run along the top of the dam. So this dam here is going to be taken down, and we're going to build a much bigger dam a little bit further out. And the train is going to run right along the top of it, which is going to look really cool, especially once we've built steam trains. I do have plans to build steam engines, so once we've got that built, seeing the steam engines running along the top of our hydroelectric dam is going to look so amazing. I need cobblestone. We don't have any cobblestone to build up with. And I'd like to build some proper pylons as well. These little telegraph poles just don't look quite as good. Especially when we got all these big factory buildings and stuff like that. We need something a bit bigger, you know. We need proper electrical pylons to transport the current. Cobblestone. I didn't take any. There we go. Okay, where were we? Right, diagonally across from here. This is going to be too far, isn't it? Because it can only do 33 blocks, I think. 32 blocks, sorry. Too far away. Okay, we're going to have to move a bit closer. Still too far away? Okay. Oh shit, I just fucking deleted it. Okay, that's good though, that's okay. Oh, I forget the diagonal girders. Right, this is really annoying. This is something that really annoys me with create girders. Is if I make a slope, then the girders like follow the slope, but they don't go diagonally. Like, I'll show you what I mean. If I lay some track here... Hold on. Right, if I lay some track like this, and then I run some up here, like this... You can't really see it very well here. Right, let's try this. There we go, right, look at this. So if I laid track on a slope like this, the girder follows the slope of the track. But for some reason, when you put girders diagonally, they don't follow the slope of the track. So we can't use girders underneath this section, is what I'm saying. Which is very annoying. I mean, we're going to have to use them for now, but they'll be replaced with something else. Remember, the dam's going to be underneath this anyway, so they're just going to have a solid wall underneath. Made homemade kebab tonight. Nice one, Catman Charlie. Hope you enjoy it. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, to be honest. I can't really be bothered to cook, so... Not holding enough pavement blocks. What do you mean? There we go. So that... My calculations were a little bit off. Ah! Whoops. I needed to come down anyway. Get rid of this. Yeah, my calculations were a bit off. I was planning on having the tunnel... Let me step back so we can see what we've actually got. Okay, you can see there. Ignore the girders. We're going to replace those because they don't connect properly. But you can see there, that's the entrance to the Space Center. And what I was hoping that the track would meet the other side on this side, like there. And there'd be a tunnel there. But as it's turned out, the track actually ends on the left side. which means there's going to have to be a line running along the left side of the factory. It also means we're going to have to build a huge dam. I was not expecting it to be this far forwards. We're going to have to build a massive dam here. And there's going to be an enormous reservoir on this side as a result. It'll look cool, though. It will look cool. And a bigger dam means we can have bigger hydroelectric coils as well, so we can generate more hydroelectric power. I think that's going to be something that I build, or at least plan to build off camera, because it's going to take a lot of trial and error to get the shape right. I suppose one thing we could do, and this would be a real challenge, we could have a curved dam. Now there's an idea. What if the track came across to about halfway and then it curved inwards? How would that look? Like if it's diagonal up until about that point there in the middle, and then it curves towards the hill. So by the time it gets to the other side, it will be heading straight into the mountain on the correct side. I think that could work. My idea was, just eyeballing it, I was going to have it so that the track runs directly under the pillager outpost here, because that seems like a fairly central latitude for it to run along or whatever. But that means that the tunnel entrance is going to have to be here. Or below here. You know what I mean? I know what I mean. You know what? Let me put chunk borders on for a second. Oh no, that's light overlay. Chunk borders on. This chunk here is where we want the tunnel under the mountain to be. So let's say... I just use cobblestone to mark it for now. Down to level 76, which is here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that's a chunk wide, obviously, because we got chunk borders on. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the center point is... Oh, well, it doesn't have a center point, does it? Because it's an even number. If we do a double track tunnel... The tracks are going to be too close together now, though. There needs to be at least 1 block separation between the tracks if we're going to do a double track. If we look at where the pillager outpost is, I want it to run directly underneath the pillager outpost. That might help us to line it up a bit better. Let me head up there. What's for tea tonight? No idea yet, Draydog. Haven't decided. Okay, I could have just gone back to base and used the waystone to teleport to the other side of the mountain. I don't know why I've decided to climb it manually, because it's going to take forever. Nice look at the base, though, from above. Look at this. We don't get to see it from this angle very often. And look at that, our brand new train line cutting right through there. I am loving the shape that this is starting to take, though. I'm very happy with what we've done so far. I know it's been slow progress, but that's because I take my time with things, you know. I don't rush about. Okay, there is the pillager outpost. It looks like that tree there is aligned perfectly with the center. So if we follow that line of blocks down, that's this line. Oh, wait. Hang on, I lost it. I think it's this line. So it's... Wait, are we already in the right spot? I think we are. I think we're in the right position here. Like, let's count from the chunk border. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Following it down. Following it down. Okay, it's one block to the left. Here. But now it doesn't look like we're centered. You know what? I'm just going to fucking walk over there and see what the Y coordinate, what the X coordinate is. Instead of eyeballing everything all the time. There's the rocket launch area. Still needs a lot of work, but we'll get there. Okay, now I need to get as close as I can. $73. Okay, X73 is the X coordinate that we need to be at. Thank you very much. That will perfectly align us with the pillager outpost. I need to sleep again as well. Okay, 73. So this is the bearing that we need to stay on. Oh god, I just heard a Tasmanian devil. Cool. Okay, 73. We're going like almost perfectly over the highest point of the mountain. Close enough. I kind of like that, though, that the tunnel's going to be going right under the highest point. Okay. This is the center line. So, we want a piece of track here, and we want a piece of track here. That's it. We are at the wrong Y level, though. I don't know how we managed that. It's a piece of track here. Not on a slope, preferably. And another piece here. One block separation, and the center line is X73. Perfect. So this is where we want the tunnel under the mountain to start. Which means... I'm really not sure how this is going to look, but I just want to experiment. Okay. This could work for us. Nice beat. Whoops. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and get rid of all of the girders. Oh, it does make it a bit harder to get onto the track, though. There we go. That's going to happen a lot. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the big curve. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Last one. Okay, bear with me. Ah! Oh shit, of course I'd fall into the one bit where there's no water. Jesus. This is gonna cut right through our quarry as well. We don't really need the quarry anymore because we have an abundance of stone right now, but maybe we could backfill it. Where did that come from? Ow. Stop falling. I can't get on top of the dam. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now, that would make a really cool looking dam, in my opinion. I think a curved dam would look a lot cooler than a straight dam. The thing is, it's not very realistic for a dam to curve in this direction, right? Like, normally, when you think about dams that are curved, they're curved in a way, like, you got the reservoir on this side, and then you've got the curve like this. We're doing it the other way around, so you've got the reservoir here, and then the curve is towards the reservoir, which is maybe not the most realistic way of building a dam, but it's going to look really cool, and that's the main thing. And I'm really happy the curve is big enough that it almost perfectly covers it as well. This is going to look great. Now, rather than having a double track tunnel entrance, the tunnel will be single track, and then it'll split once we're in the tunnel, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to mess things up by having this connect into the curve there. So let's go and get some calcite and just try and get a rough idea of how the dam is going to look once we've put the walls in. Definitely going to be much bigger and more impressive than our current dam. That's kind of... I mean, you can just see how much bigger and grander it's going to be. That looks pathetic in comparison, really. But let's go see what the calcite situation is. 168. We've also got 241 here, though, so we'll carve that up. Where's the... Oh, it's different calcite bricks. Yeah, we got different kinds of calcite bricks now because we got the blocks you need versions. I think we decided not to use those. Although, You know what I'm thinking? Okay, this is the regular calcite bricks. These are the calcite bricks from blocks you need. I'm thinking these actually look like they're water damaged, which could be perfect for a dam. If we, like, have the top of the dam wall, you know, mix in a couple of these so it looks like the dams spill over and it's caused that weathering. And then if we have, like, an outflow pipe on the dam, we could have some of these around it. So, again, it looks like that part of the dam has been, you know, more susceptible to water damage over the years. I think that could look really cool. Because it is going to be textured, just like, you know, the texturing that we've done on the factory. We'll mix in a few cracked bricks and stuff like that. Okay, now the problem is, it's going to be quite tricky to figure out where... It's going to be tricky to replicate the curve on the surface. So it might be better if we leave this until next time. I mean, actually, the railway line on the map kind of has its own curve. So if we followed that, perhaps... Ow. Let's see. Okay, we're right under the track here. I mean, I'm not gonna build it all the way down to there, because that's gonna take a ridiculous amount of blocks, right? We can probably use some dirt to cover over this hole here. I mean, for now, I'll just do this. Right, where are we now? Okay, I've done what I wasn't supposed to do, which is followed a straight line instead of curving round. Head back to here. Okay. And then we want this here. Same again. And again. Then 4, 4, and then it's a straight line. So actually, I think that should be... That should do it. And it should give us a nice curve. Let me just sleep. Okay, let's start building it up. Yeah, we're definitely going to mix in some different bricks as well, because these look a little bit too clean to do it for the whole dam. But you can see here that I've used the water... I've used these blocks you need versions below the water line, so that they look a little bit more grimy, and I think that looks really good. And we'll mix in some of those water-stained ones a bit higher up as well, to look like, you know, water's splashed against it over the years. But I think this is pretty good so far. And then from here, it's just a straight line. Oh yeah, the cable's gonna clip through the dam wall for now, but it won't do once we've built the, you know, once we've moved all the equipment into the new dam. Okay, how much higher does this have to go? One, two, three, four. This tree's gonna have to go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the whole thing needs to be 8 blocks higher. Easier said than done. We might actually run out of calcite here, which would be the first time in a while that we have. How's it looking? Okay, definitely it's already looking a lot more impressive than the original dam. Once it's finished, once that curve's done, I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, let's make some more of these. The create versions. It's just occurred to me, we could use the building gadget for this. Copy. Ow. Now we have to copy the... Hang on, let me get back up there first. Okay, copy from there to... We gotta get the top one. There. Then switch back to paste mode, and we should be able to just paste in as many as we need. Perfect. We're going to run out though, so we definitely need to go and get more calcite. Oh, that's looking good, though. That's looking really good. Oh, yeah. The curve definitely was a good idea to make it curved. It looks so much better being curved. And the train line running right along the top of it with, like, no side rail or anything. It just perfectly alongside it. I like that. Okay, let's go get some more calcite so that we can finish it off. I wonder if the top of the factory might be a good place to get a good viewpoint of it, you know? I want somewhere where we can get a good angle to see it a bit better. Okay, I don't know why it suddenly started freezing every few frames. Might have to relaunch the game if it continues. Okay, I reckon that'll do it for now. No, I didn't mean to come here. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's looking good. Your game looks so realistic. I had to play on boring old Bedrock because I don't have a PC. That's a shame, Iris. Bedrock has its good points, but yeah, I couldn't imagine playing on it all the time and not having access to Java. Can't get up. I mean, look at this. This is the original dam. This is the first dam that we built for our hydroelectric power, and this is the new one. There we go. There's the old dam, and there's the new dam. And that does mean that off-camera, I'm going to have to fill this entire area with water to make it a realistically sized reservoir. But the difference is crazy. Like, we can actually build a proper hydroelectric dam now, because at the minute, it's just two water wheels and on a little wall, you know? This, I want to make it look like a real hydroelectric dam, even though it curves the wrong way. I know it curves the wrong way. It's just the way that it has to be, because that's where the track is. But yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. I want to see how it looks from the top of the factory as well. We haven't been up to the top of the factory in a while, so... It's been a while since we've seen everything from this angle. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's really nice. I love that. That is so much more impressive. I mean, even that looks tiny from up here, but it's so much more impressive than what we had before. I love seeing the whole factory lit up at night as well. Really cool stuff. And you can even see the rail yard off in the distance there. I'm really happy with this. I've loved all of this. Part of me is going to be quite upset when we go to space, because we're going to be leaving this behind and starting again, basically. That's cool, though. What I'm thinking is, I'm going to fill in that little gap there. Off camera, again, I'll mix in some marble bricks and some of these water-stained bricks that we got here, just to add a bit of texture. I don't know what we're actually going to do about the train track on the top, if it's just going to sit perfectly flat, or maybe there should be some kind of stone top to make it look a bit more realistic. What about smooth stone? That could look good as a top. Or stone blocks. We do have quite a few of those, I think. Either way, it's going to look a lot better than what we had before, so... $12 stone brick blocks. Let me just see. How do we make stone brick blocks? Is it from carving stone bricks? Let me make just a couple of these and see how it looks. Oh, it's not like this. How do we make stone brick blocks then? Stone brick block. That's what it's called. Stone brick block. Where is it? Stone brick block. That's... Oh, there it is. Okay. It's 9 stone in a grid, or we can carve raw stone to make it. Do we have a lot of stone? Like just regular raw stone? Oh! More than 2 stacks of it. Lovely. In that case, let's carve some. I like the darker colour that this has compared to smooth stone blocks. I think they'll give it the right sort of look. Take that out of my hotbar before I accidentally build something with it. Not that one. Okay, it is going to overhang ever so slightly in a couple of places. Oh shit, there's no way out of here now. I didn't bring... Oh, I did bring some dirt. There we go. That looks a bit better. I think what's letting it down at the minute is that it doesn't have any texture, like it's all made out of one block. Once we've added in some texture, some cracked bricks and some water damaged bricks, I think it'll add a bit more into it. Let's go and have another look from up top. This is the best place to see it from, I think. I saw what's good, I'm Ob. I don't know if you remember it. I do, Ob. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, that looks better. That looks better. I think it breaks it up a little bit. It didn't quite look right with the track just being directly on top of the marble. Here, this looks kind of like a retaining wall with some ballast behind it, which I appreciate. I don't think we can jump into the water from here. I'm not going to risk it. That's good. I'm very, very happy with how this dam looks, actually. It looks so much cooler than the previous one. And it's curved. I'm so glad that I decided to make it curved. And I didn't think that it'd fit the space so well, but it really does. I'm good. What about you? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much, Ob. Just keeping my fingers crossed that it won't be long before the new account starts to blow up a bit more, because at the minute it's been very quiet. But I think we're still suffering from the 3-stream curse, where you have to do a minimum of 3 streams before TikTok starts recommending streams to people. Which would explain why we've had very low viewership the last couple of days. I think the lag is because there's so many loose blocks around here, because every time I come here, I just mine loads and loads of calcite, and I don't really make sure that I've gone around and picked up every single bit. And, like, look on the minimap. There's just loose bits of it everywhere, so I think that's why it's lagging so much every time I come here. Okay, any more? I mean, it says on the map that there's quite a lot more, but I can't seem to spot any. Oh, there. They're all on the top, that's why. Okay, how's that looking now? Getting there. Look at this, by the way. We've absolutely destroyed this landscape for this calcite. Okay, we got most of it. I think we got enough that it'll not lag as much now. In future, I'll try and pick up every block that I mine, so that we don't have these big lag spikes when we come here again. And as you can see, I've got a mod that adds a little green icon above any dropped items, so it does make them easier to spot. It's night again already. God, it comes quick. I think that's probably enough. How's it going? Says Gmax. Very good, Gmax. How are you today? That'll be enough, definitely. I'd better sleep again. Doing alright, been really productive this morning, so by now I get to chill. Nice one, nice one. It's always nice to chill after a long day, you know? Oh. I'm glad I can be here to help people chill after a long day, you know? Okay, this one is going to go right through the hydroelectric generator here. I don't think I'm ready to take this down yet, though, because we are using it right now to power our... well, to charge up the building gadget. Let's go and see if the gadget's charged. If it is, we can unplug the power. What are you making / building? At the minute, we are building a hydroelectric dam. This is actually our second dam. The original is behind it. This tiny little one down here, that's the original, and this is the new one that we've built. And it's also got a train line along the top of it, because eventually we're going to be building a train station under the mountain there. But right now I want to see how this destruction gadget's doing, because the only reason we need the power right now is to charge it. It's fully charged. In that case, we've got one fully charged copy-paste gadget, we got another almost fully charged copy-paste gadget, and we've got a destruction gadget. I think we're safe to unplug the power then. None of our other machines are using electricity right now. They're all create powered, so we can get rid of that, and eventually we can get rid of these telegraph poles as well, and they're going to be replaced with much nicer looking pylons. I need to design the pylons. I need to get in my creative testing world and see if I can come up with a design for pylons that looks good and realistic. Oh, my bag's full. Shit, yeah. I forgot I got all this calcite. I mean, I don't really need all of it right now, do I? Take all the cladding off of it. And then the coils themselves, or the magnets, sorry. Sounds like a busy afternoon. It has taken us a while. We've been doing this for most of the stream. Well, we spent the first hour digging a train tunnel, but then we got onto this. Okay, I'm going to follow the same rules as before for the inside wall, which is I'm just going to follow the pixels on the map. Remember, we're starting from one block down, because the top layer is going to be stone blocks. Okay, down to here, then we go across 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. Probably shouldn't ask, but are you on another... Yes, I am. I am. You can see the icon above me. I can't put the link in my bio yet, because you need 1,000 followers to put links in your bio. But it's called Ashbridge Industries. And I'm also on another platform with another icon that you can see above me. Same name again, Ashbridge Industries. Okay, this is where it gets tricky because... Hold on. Okay. Right, let me make another stack of the water-stained ones. Oh, I've put them in the wrong fucking place. Great. I'll see you there too. Thank you, Gmax. Thank you. Why did there have to be an underwater cave directly below where I'm trying to build a dam? Why did this have to be? I'm still placing them in the wrong place. There we go. Again, when we extend the reservoir... Thank you for following, Gmax. when we extend the reservoir, I'm probably going to just cover over this at the bottom here. So you won't see the cave underneath. And for now, I'm just using the calcite-stained bricks. Okay. That should be alright. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But, I mean, logically, there should be just a 1-block gap all the way along, because the track's 3 blocks wide, right? And there is a 1-block gap all the way along. So this must be correct. This must be how it's supposed to be. This should all be water stained, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, this entire bit, this entire side is going to be completely underwater. So all of this should be the water stained versions. Yeah, that's how it should look. There's fish under here, by the way, that are going to be trapped permanently underwater once we built this, because we're going to cover over it. There we go. Okay, let me just sleep because it's dark again. Nearly there. Could have been using the building gadget for this as well, but we're nearly done now, so too late. Ah, see, this is what I was afraid of. There is going to definitely be some overhang here. I'm leaning round to try and see under it. Anyone else do that in games? You just instinctively try to look around stuff by actually moving side to side. It's not going to help. I'm still doing it. Okay. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Now, I am going to temporarily remove the... It's a good job there was water there. I'm going to temporarily remove the track along the top now that we got the level right. Just so that we can lay the top like the capstones at the top. Hello, Thomas the Tank Engine. How are you doing? Another stack of these. It's going to be pitch black inside the dam, so I'm sure monsters are going to start spawning in there straight away. But eventually there's going to be actual equipment and stuff inside it. In fact, we could have made it a couple of blocks thicker just to accommodate for that. But I'm sure it'll be fine for now. Oh, this is not right. This is definitely not right. Oh, look at this. The walls don't align properly. The left wall should be here. Ow! It's a block out. It's a block out. That's something that I'm going to fix off camera, because we've only got 20 minutes left. I don't really want to be wasting too much time right now fixing that, but that is definitely less than ideal. I loved it when you did My Anthem and Bill and Ben's. I'll be doing more Thomas covers at some point as well, just as a heads up. I can't say exactly when, but there's going to be more coming. Yeah, look at this. So this wall here needs to be a block further out, which unfortunately, because I followed the contours on the map, it ended up being off here. I could fix that off camera. It's going to take a while because I'm going to have to deconstruct it and then build it back up again in the right place. But it's... well, it's what has to be done. Sometimes you make mistakes, you know? Okay, and now for some reason it's completely off. Now I've relayed the track in the wrong place, and the front wall's in the wrong place as well. I'm going to have to completely rebuild the entire thing off camera because it's all just slightly off. Which is very frustrating, but it happens. It happens. I do want the curve to be as big as possible, and if that means, you know, that it ends up like this, then that's what has to be done. But look at that. It needs to have a nice big curve. It just doesn't look the same without. Hey Kate, how you doing? Okay, let's get a quick look. Sorry, Thomas, I don't do what do you call it? Duet streams. But thank you for following. Okay. It doesn't look bad. It's like I say, it's in slightly the wrong place, and I will have to rebuild it and move it just a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. It's definitely more impressive than the tiny little original dam that we've got down there. Ow. There's holes in the ground everywhere around here. Are you going to do James's theme? Probably at some point, yeah. Excuse me. All the major ones will happen eventually. Like all the the original Steam team. My dinner was lovely. Nice one, Charlie. I am happy with it. Like I say, I am going to have to rebuild it because it's not quite in the right place. But you can see the vision. You can get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's done. On the top as well. You can't really see it that well on the map because of the train network overlay. If I turn it off, you can see a little bit better what we've got here. I like it. I think the curve definitely makes all the difference. I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. I'm really looking forward to what comes next, which is obviously a tunnel through the mountain there. And some new trains at some point. Very much looking forward to doing new trains. Oh, shit. Speaking of trains, looks like we got a traffic jam. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's happened here then? I know exactly what's happened here. That's what happened. That bloody handcart. There are no signals on this section of the line, so this signal here is showing red, even though the line is clear. This signal's showing red because of the handcart all the way over here, which isn't actually in the way. Oh dear. But we can fix that. I'll just go down and break the handcart, and then the trains will start moving again. Very unfortunate. Our first traffic jam, our first train traffic jam. It was bound to happen eventually. Oop. This ain't weird at all, says Bigfoot Jokes. Not sure what you mean, Bigfoot Jokes. Let's go and put a stop to this problem. We should put a waystone on top of the factory so that we can teleport up there. And get a nice view of the factory from above whenever we need to. Okay, as soon as I break this, the train should start moving again. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Hey. Oh, and there's the other one coming in. That's why there was a traffic jam, because that one was trying to get into the factory, and the other one couldn't properly leave. We need to bear that in mind. Next time, we need to start adding some more signals. Because I accidentally blocked the path for that train with the handcart. Better a traffic jam than an accident. Very true. Very true. I mean, we're going to need to rework the track here at some point anyway, because this is a bit of a mess. We'll sort it. We'll sort it. Look at our train network now, though. It's quite impressive. I'm very happy with it. Could we... I mean, maybe we could get rid of this set of points here. There we go. That works, honestly. Because we don't really need access to this siding anyway. This siding here is so short that we don't really... We're not going to be building any new trains in it. So that fixes the problem, basically. And then we could replace these stop signs here with signals. And that'll allow us to have a train in this block without causing any problems. We had confusion and delay. We did, Thomas. Have I got any signals spare? I can't type the G. Train. We don't have any train signals. Okay. Nixie tube, electron tube, and train casing. Oh, we don't have electron tubes? None? We got train casings, right? We don't have train casings either. We got sturdy sheets. Oh, man. Okay, 2 train casings, 2 electron tubes, which is red, rose quartz, and iron sheets. Other way around. There we go. Just go and sand this. We are going to be finishing in a minute, by the way. But before we do, I think adding in some signals would definitely benefit us. Oh shit, we don't have sandpaper either. I mean, that's literally just sand and paper though, isn't it? I think you can actually make diamond sandpaper, which obviously lasts a lot longer than just a regular piece. There we go, and iron sheets. Diamond sandpaper, yeah, G-Dog, you can, G-Max, sorry, you can make, yeah, diamond grit sandpaper. And there's also red sandpaper, which is literally just red paper, sandpaper with red sand. Okay, there's our signals. Oh, we get 4 signals from each. I forgot about that. So that's 8 signals we got now. Couple more Nixie tubes. And we should be good to go. 10 minutes left. Yep, I'm aware. Don't worry. Right, rail yard. Okay, signal there, signal there. Nixie tubes on top. Oh, actually, this is the entrance, so it should be this way. There we go. Okay, so what should happen now is if we put the handcart here, we get a red signal, but because this is now in a separate block, the trains will still be able to run past without the handcart causing any problems. Lovely. Did we put the signals on the top of the others, or did we put them on the side? We put them on the inner side. Okay. I don't think we have space for that here, because we've placed these very close to the track. Unless we were to do this. Yeah, it kind of works. They are a bit too close to the track, but it's not actually going to cause any problems. It's more just a visual thing. There we go. I mean, the whole yard needs signaling, to be honest. How many signals do we have left? 6. While we're here, just before we finish, let's put a couple more signals in. We're definitely going to want one here. Like that. Because that then... In fact, no. Yeah, we'll have one there for now. We're going to want one up here, for sure. Maybe replacing this. There we go. I'm trying to split these split the double track into 2 signal blocks so that trains can run in both directions at once, because currently they can't. I do want to have... I want to have a hanging signal of some kind. I think for now I'll just set this one into the wall. Oh. There we go. Okay, that splits that, so the left and right are now 2 separate signal blocks. Oh, I'll tell you where we do need to put another one. Here. I don't think there's any way for us to climb up there, is there? Oh, yeah. Is that how we built the signals on the other side? I don't know. I feel like they didn't stick out that far. Ow. I need to get back up there again. Okay, obviously the track ends here, but eventually that's going to go to the copper mine, so we do need that to be a separate block. Okay. That should be fine. That should be fine. Never seen so many likes. We used to get this many likes back in the old days. It has been a while, though. You've streamed before? How am I only just finding you? My old account got shadow banned, Gmax, which is probably why you've not seen it. But I've streamed on TikTok for almost 2 years. Okay. I think we've successfully split the signals here, so just a quick test before we finish up, because we are going to be finishing in just a minute. When I go through here, there we go, the signals flip. I took a wrong turn though, let's try that again. There we go, one signal goes red because I've now entered this block, that signal goes clear because I've now left that block. This one will go red. Yep. That one up ahead should go red as well. I think it has, but you can't see it from here. Yeah, there we go. So these two are both red, and they should both clear once I... There we go, past this point. Perfect. And what should also happen, if we back down to the tunnel entrance again. I think we're going to need a signal on this track as well. Because I've got a funny feeling... Oh, wait. Wrong way. I've got a funny feeling that that signal's going to stay red. Yeah, that signal... those signals there are going to stay on red, so I'm technically still occupying that block. We need to put a signal at the end of this track. What are you doing for dinner? Dunno yet, Charlie. Oh, that one stayed red. Oh, that's because there's a train in that block. Right. Okay, I think that works quite nicely though. I think we've got a better signalling system than we had before. It's still not perfect, but I'm happy with it. There's no risk of any traffic jams now, I think. We should have solved that problem. And we made a bit of progress on building our new dam, so that's nice as well. It's a shame we had to lose the connection to this siding, but can't be helped. And that's it. That's where we're going to leave it for today. So let's head up to the viewpoint and take a quick look at how it looks from above. Oh, and look at that. A whole new line cutting through the hill there, into the tunnel, and out onto the top of our new dam. That dam is going to look really good once we've filled in the reservoir. That's going to be full of water on this side. It's looking good. I'm very, very happy with what we've built today in terms of the rail network. We didn't actually do what we were going to be doing today, which was building more of the space center, but I'm happy with what we have done. It's looking really great. That's so pretty. Thank you, Max. I'm very, very happy with this. And I think that's a good place to leave it. So let's. Oh. Oh. Good stream. Good stream. I have really enjoyed it. It's been a quiet one again. Once again, I think we need to do another live stream. We need to do 3 streams on 3 separate days to break the algorithm. TikTok has this weird rule where you have to do 3 streams in a row before they start putting you on the For You page. So we'll do it. We're doing go on. We're doing Outlast on Wednesday. That should be the final stream. And then once, you know, on Friday for Farming Sim, we should start appearing on people's For You pages, which is very exciting. I hope that's going to be the case. Let me just put my music on. There we go. And bring this window over here. And there we have it. So, thank you once again, everyone, for joining today. It's been a very good stream. It's been really great playing Minecraft again. I think we've made a decent amount of progress, and I've just all round really enjoyed it. We got a few new followers today, which I very much appreciate, but hopefully by Friday, that's when things will really start to take off, because Friday will be my 4th stream on this new account. And as I mentioned earlier, you have to do 3 streams before TikTok starts recommending your content for the algorithm. Which means Farming Sim this Friday should be our first big stream on this new account, which is really exciting. I hope it is, because I love Farming Sim, and on my old account it was one of my most popular series that I did. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Before that, though, we do have a stream on Wednesday. We are going to stream some my gifting suspended and live visibility restricted because of gift solicitation, apparently. Once again, it looks like this new account's going to be plagued by all the problems that the old account had, to be quite honest. I mean, the whole reason that I started a new account was because people kept just mass reporting my old account. I'm guessing it's the guy who just told me to find Jesus who reported me for unsolicited gift giving, even though I've literally not asked anyone to send me a gift at all in today's stream. So thank you very much. Looks like we're going to start as we mean to go on. That's really fucking put a damper on things right at the very end of the stream, so thanks again, whoever that was. But I'm going to play Outlast on Wednesday, and then Friday is going to be Farming Sim. Hopefully it's all going to go very, very well. And we're not going to have any of that again. So in the meantime, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday. Not really much else to say. It's been fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.